My movie recollection with Vincent Cloud,
And John Nemitz.
and we're here to gently talk about movies, you know. Let's walk down memory lane together, not holding hands, but we're definitely keeping pace with each other, and we're gonna look at some movies.
Let's tiptoe down memory lane so as to not wake the children.
So this is the show where we talk about movies, and but it's random. It's all very rapid, so these are like mini reviews. It's like a game show because we got to make each other guess them. And even if we guess the movie and we never seen it, we have to come up with a plot for that movie. So let's give it a whirl. John, let's start with your movies.
All right. Sort by shuffle.
The Chef.
All right. One word starts with M as in Manhattan. Um,
Oh, is it Triple M?
it's that Crash Test Dummy song. Yep.
Mm. Is that it?
No.
No?
Mid-aughts.
I'm more interested in the song right now. Mid-aughts starts with one word.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, mom.
It's uh it's a lesser known spiele, I'll tell you that.
Oh, Munich.
Yes.
Holy crap. Okay, I've never seen this, but it's something to do with like real life terrorist attack that happened at the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Awesome. Yeah. And I just know that Eric Bana is like the lead. And I kind of wanted to watch this because I'm like, oh, Eric Bana's pretty cool. I like him. But I just never did. And for some reason, I don't get excited about Spieley anymore. Like, I don't know. After a while, it just went away. Um, but I just have to say this. Eric Bana is like British or Australian, right? Do you know that?
Oh, is he one of those secret Brits?
But even better or worse, however you see it, he's fucking funny in his own country. He comes here and he just has the most serious roles, you know?
Oh,
He's
that's interesting.
yeah, isn't that fuck like I just feel like it's kind of a waste of talent that he's just I mean, he's still good in the roles, but like he it could be more exciting, you know? Crazy.
Hmm.
But anyways, Munich, is there like they're like, "Oh my God, there's a bomb attached to that javelin. If it lands, it'll blow up or something."
Yeah.
Or
So
if that gymnast gets off that horse, he'll
they got
blow up.
their strongest javelin thrower to throw it as high in the air as possible. No, a bunch of athletes were like taken hostage or something. Um, Truth be told, I don't remember this movie the best. Um, Although I remember thinking it was good or whatever at the time. Um, and yeah, I think it's like I think it's like they're basically like trying to figure out who was responsible and like tracking down all the people who like funded it and who masterminded it and all that stuff like in the aftermath of the event.
Oh, really? Okay, so it's not just this thriller or whatever action movie the whole time. It's like, oh, what happens after that? Who gets brought to justice, sort of thing?
Yeah, because I think the athletes were like killed and stuff. Like
Whoa.
yeah, like I don't remember, but I don't think there was much like rescuing or like that kind of thing going on. I think it was really trying to like take down the terrorist cell who did it.
Wow, that is way different. I did not think it would be that that's sad, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it's way
Yeah.
less fun than like, like an Olympics focused like yeah, thriller or whatever.
Like Die Hard at the Olympics. It couldn't be that.
Yeah,
Damn it.
exactly.
Oh wow. Jeez. I don't know if I even want to watch this. Who else is in it? Do you know?
Daniel Craig, um,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
others
This
probably.
this had to be before he was a big star, right?
Oh, good question. Yeah, when did he really break?
Yeah, I think that has to be it because Eric Bana is the star of this movie. I can't see, you know,
Yeah, that's
Craig
fair.
taking second bill. Yeah. Hmm. All right. Well, anything else about this movie? You said it was
Um,
just okay.
yeah, I mean, it didn't really stick with me. That although there's some very good movies that also didn't stick with me, so maybe that's not fair. But
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right.
um, yeah,
Oh,
I don't ever plan on watching it again, I guess.
all right. New movie. Let's go. And by the way, listeners, we are using Letterboxd as our website because you get to put in all your movies you've ever seen and then press shuffle. Does this count? Wow, I barely remember
Press
this one. Okay.
shuffle.
One, two, three, four, five. Five-word title. First word is the. The second word starts with an H, as in honky tonk.
The importance of being the hunt for Red October,
Ooh, it's a cartoon.
the hound and the fox.
uh, uh, Demi Moore.
Me more in a cartoon?
Yeah,
You gotta be shitting me.
because there's nothing
Uh,
2D about her.
uh, uh,
Kevin Kline. It's a Disney movie.
Kevin Kline and me more in a Disney movie.
Oh boy.
The Hercules, the
I don't know what
uh
else to not or to say. I'll just have to tell you because you don't know your Disney apparently.
I feel like I should know, but
How about this? I'll give you a year, maybe that
yeah,
1996.
96. So, I
J-
mean, that was
Jason
like
Alexander.
post Little Mermaid,
Yeah, yeah,
post Lion King.
yeah. Now it's starting to decline a little bit. This wasn't very good, which is why I just want to talk about it already and get it over with.
All right, go ahead.
The Hunchback of Notre
Oh yeah,
Dame
I've never watched that one.
or Dom, whatever.
I think there's a hunchback. I think Quasimodo. I think he's chilling in France, hanging out in the bell tower. I actually I have no idea what the stakes of the movie are. Like, um, I think evil capitalists want to come in and turn the church into a strip club or something, and he's there to prevent it.
Oh, the Hunchback is?
Yeah, the hunchback.
Oh, Quasimodo. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a name.
Yeah. No, isn't it weird that it's just so freely being called Hunchback? You would imagine we would, Disney likes to clean up its movies. Yeah.
Yeah,
The Quasimodo of Notre Dame, right?
yeah. Without the just
The Quasimodo. No, I like the. Okay, so the yeah, it's a cartoon, so it's got songs, but they're not very catchy. The wacky sidekicks are gargoyles that come to life and are friends with Quasimodo because do you I don't know the actual story, but that seemed like it was made up for the cartoon.
Um, do did the Gargoyles go on to have their own Saturday morning cartoon after that, or was that unrelated?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Brooklyn, and there was a gargoyle called Brooklyn. I barely remember that show. Anyways, um, yeah, the Hunchback. It feels weird just to call it that. Quasimodo is he's like, oh, I'm stuck in this thing because the priest is the bad guy, which is pretty edgy, right? Like that's pretty nuts. But he's like, remember, Quasimodo, this is your sanctuary and stuff like that. And he keeps on filling his head like people will hate you outside and shit like that, which is kind of true. But there's this parade in town or something, and Esmeralda, I think, is played by Demi Moore playing a another word we can't really say. Starts with a G.
Okay,
Yeah.
a Romanji person. Is that what they say?
Romanji?
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
could be.
I'd
Yeah.
rather be called a Romanji. Are you a Romanji? Damn right. Well, it was nice talking to you. Now I got to get up and keep going because that's what we're known for. We're
Yeah,
nomads.
that's not that's not what it is.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
it's just Romani without the J.
Romani?
Yeah.
Hmm. Prefer
Um,
Romanji.
Romanji is when in Japanese writing when they use like the Latin alphabet, so like like English letters, you know, ABC and so forth. That's called
Oh,
Romanji.
wow. I thought it was when you roll the dice in a board game and Roman warriors pop out of the board game, like in Jumanji. Yeah. So long joke. Holy shit. All right.
But
So,
you got there and it was worth it.
yeah, the next Robin Williams. Um, damn it. So, Kevin Kline plays a smart alecky guy, and eventually Quasimodo is exposed for having a hunch on his back. And some people recoil, and some people, I think it's Esmeralda who kind of sings the songs like, no, he's not that bad and shit like that. I don't know. It's very weird, but it's also very sad. Like, I just remember that. Like, do you know that story at all? Like, how it goes?
No, I really don't know anything about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the priest kills Esmeralda in like this jealous rage because he lusts for her and stuff. It's like right away you have these really fucking weird themes where and the character is just, he doesn't look like most people and stuff, but like he's given like the cool like 90s haircut, where it's like parted and he's like, oh, you know, and he sings the songs, like, oh, to be one of them and shit like that. But it's just I remember it being really fucking gloomy. Like I think
Hmm.
the priest like whips Quasimodo and shit, and it's very adult, and I understand why it wasn't a big hit. Like it's just talking about it. I'm like, I don't really care for this story. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of missed that whole era of Disney. Like I never watched like Hercules until like last year, I
Oh,
think.
sweet. You
But
liked it?
I did like it, yeah. All the Greek mythology stuff was great. Um and yeah, I feel like there was a bunch of them I never watched until later or not at all.
Yeah. I don't know.
Basically when I felt like I was too old for Disney stuff and then um until Pixar really like that whole era probably.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, wouldn't recommend it. I can't remember anything positive really. It was just shitty. Maybe Jason Alexander as the wisecracking gargoyle. Yeah,
I mean that sounds good.
right? All
I'll check
right,
out
let's
a YouTube compilation.
yeah, man. All right, let's go with yours.
Oh, geez, what a coincidence. All right. Um, man, have we talked about this? Three words. First word the. Second word starts with L, as in Limburger.
The the long, oh my gosh, I don't know. The
I
longest yard.
I literally said the name of this movie when we were talking about your last one.
I hate it when you reference something that happened like seconds ago. I'm like, no, I'm focusing on the future and the present.
It's a Disney movie.
The Lion King.
That's right. Yep.
We have not. It seems like we did, but I don't think
Yeah, I
so.
feel like we were talking about, I think we've talked about it in reference to other things, but
Yeah.
never focused on the film itself.
So so stupid. I catch myself thinking about that in normal conversations, and
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad
do
I don't
too.
just utter it. Okay, The Lion King. We both seen it. I saw it in theaters, and it was so
Whoa.
funny. It was so funny because by that time we listened to the soundtrack a lot before we even got to watch it. So my baby sister Ember started singing along with the songs immediately. It was great. Um, so yeah, it's Hamlet, right?
Yeah.
Hamlet, but with whiskers and paws. Uh,
Tails.
yeah. Tales of a would-be king or soon-to-be king. It's about Simba, and he's like, "Oh, I can't wait to be king."
And
And
I just can't. Oh.
oh my gosh,
Um,
songs are so good, by the way.
yeah, the
Yeah.
music is excellent in this movie.
So yeah, it's Simba. Oh my God, that opening though was one of the great openings where they're all traveling just to see Simba get born, and the fucking baboon is like the high priest or something like that. That was
Yeah,
cool though. That was so awesome. And that iconic the Pride Rock, it's like,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, it's really good. Um,
And then like yeah, like holding up baby Simba is like so often parodied and other stuff.
yeah, for sure. Okay, so then it's about Scar as well. Like Scar is the uncle. He's the one that got stepped over. Or maybe not. I don't know how the hierarchy of animals is, John, but apparently Mufasa must have been the oldest lion, so he's automatically king. So then it skips him and it's going to be Simba. And but yeah, S- Scar is plotting against Mufasa and with the hyenas. They're like, I don't know, banished. They're considered bad for the lands and stuff. Are they criminals?
Yeah,
That
that's a
why?
good point. They must be.
They do they do the goose step, Nazi goose
Oh
step.
yeah.
Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
When Scar's like, be prepared. Oh, the hyenas. This is a great fucking voice cast, you know? But with the hyenas, you have Whoopi Goldberg and Cheech Marin, and then the guy who plays Ed, he all he does is just laugh and giggle the whole time. It's so good. Oh my gosh. And then James Earl Jones as Mufasa, powerful voice. Like that's another thing that
Yeah.
gets parodied. The when he's
Oh
in the
yeah,
sky.
Mufasa in the sky.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh
Timon and Pumbaa. Don't forget them.
Nathan Lane and some other dude. I don't know. He's good. Whoever played Pumbaa. In fact, they're so good they're going to get their own spin-off movie, that Lion King 1.5 or
Yeah.
whatever it was. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I actually watched that like so I had seen Lion King a bunch when I was a kid. But I watched one and a half only recently and I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, so good.
I think I mentioned this in some other context, but it's like the movie Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead, but for the Lion King.
And that was out of a Shakespearean play, right?
So that was also from Hamlet. that
Oh, shit,
there
really?
were
Oh,
these
that's
two
awesome.
minor characters in Hamlet. They were like Hamlet's bros or whatever. And
Did they
they
teach Hamlet to eat bugs?
they did, yeah. No, but they basically only show up a couple times in the play, and then later you hear that they've been killed or whatever. Um, but the movie is them going around just doing their stuff, but then like every time Hamlet shows up, they recite their lines from the Hamlet play and stuff, but they may do it in such a way that is just like ridiculous and like should not make any sense in the context and stuff. It's pretty hilarious.
That's awesome. I also have to say, Zazu, the bird,
Oh yeah.
he is awesome, and he's played by Mr. Bean. Isn't that terrific? Like Mr. Bean never talks, and
Yeah.
yet, so I don't really know. I'm not familiar with Roman Atkinson that well, but he does a good
Rowan.
Zazu. Or Rowan, yeah, Rowan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jonathan Taylor Thomas, I believe, is a better Simba than Matthew Broderick, who plays him as the adult. Matthew Broderick, like he should stick to Ferris Bueller movies, you know? Holy crap.
So you're saying you should never be in another movie again?
Just keep making more like Ernest. Ernest goes to see all that shit. Yeah.
You might like him in Election.
I gotta watch that. I know yeah, those are one of those movies that keep getting brought up. Um, okay, so
Like
anything else
I'd
about
say he's good in Election, and that's a good role for him.
Sweet?
Is all I'll say about that.
I'm interested.
Did you watch the photorealistic one
No, I
from
didn't.
a few years ago?
No. Did you?
I did, and like it the whole time I'm just like, who wanted this to exist? Nobody wanted this to exist. Like, you know what I mean? Like it just I'm sure Disney made like $1 billion off of it or whatever, but like just I don't know.
Well,
Like there were like the people were in it were good. Like it was like John Oliver as Zazu
oh, cool.
and
Oh, that's good.
um Seth Rogen as Pumbaa and stuff like that stuff was fun for sure, but like just not necessary.
Wow. James Earl Jones reprised the role, right?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
R.I.P., by the way.
Just in time. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, anything else about The Lion King? Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.
That's the
My
motto with
joke.
you.
It's it's our motto. So good. It's like pecans with a very pleasant crunch. Uh, I have this really odd memory, and it's stuck with me because I'm like, I hate that you said that. So I was watching it, and we were in grade school, and it was just like, oh, the teacher's hungover or something. We're just gonna put on a movie, and that'll shut you fuckers up, you know? And they put on The Lion King, and I'm sitting there with my class, or we're in the library watching it in the dark, and it's nice. And then it shows Simba with Timon and Pumbaa, where it's that little montage where they're dancing, but then it cuts to Simba, and he's grown a little bit older, and he's got almost like a mohawk of hair. And
Uh-huh.
then the next one is when he has a full mane. But when he has the mohawk of hair, which I liked. Some kid, Paul, his name was Paul, he was like, I hate that fucking look. Like he looks so stupid. And I don't know. I just really disagreed, although I didn't say anything, But I was like, what the fuck? I just remember that to this day. Where I'm like, Paul, why don't you eat your booger some more? Uh, yeah.
Stupid kid.
Of
I guess he
course.
couldn't feel the love tonight.
Okay, so do we talk about the Mustafa's death?
Yeah, like does it seem like kind of flimsy that Simba blamed himself for it. You know what I mean? Like I understand he was being rescued or whatever, but
Right. Well, it seems like Scar has been just, he's has a way with words and he's a
yeah,
worm tongue.
sure.
And maybe he's just always been putting something into Simba's ear to have this effect.
Yeah.
The great Jeremy Irons plays Scar, like one of his best roles. I think he's so good in this. Yeah,
Yes, he was very good.
yeah. But I feel like I'm missing something because this is pretty good. I don't want to leave
The
out
elephant
anything.
graveyard.
Yeah, that's
Or-
cool. That's okay. Remember where they were like, "Oh, an elephant graveyard. That's where elephants know to go to die." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's fucked up." But that's kind of cool. Turns out that's a lie. It's just where all the poachers pile them up. I'm like, "Oh,
Oh,
that's
for real?
horrible."
Oh
Damn
no.
it. Yeah. For the
Yeah,
longest time, I thought that was real. I'm like, "Oh yeah, elephants never forget to die in a pile."
that elephant who never forgets to kill.
That's awesome. Oh, Kung Fu Baboon at the end was pretty good. I love that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually I always think about where he hits him. He's like, "What'd you do that for?" Doesn't matter, it's in the past.
That's right. Okay. I want to talk about Ed again. That was that third hyena that just laughs all the time and he's really dumb. And like him and Cheech Marin's character get in a fight, and then when the dust settles, Ed is just chomping on his own legs.
Yeah,
That's
that's right.
awesome. Well, I guess moving on, new movie,
Um,
shall we?
yeah, unless you want to draw this out a little more, did you ever watch The Lion King 2? I never did.
Oh, oh my gosh. Lion King 2. Yes, I did. Simba's Pride, right?
Yeah. Recommend or no? Lightning round.
I don't think so. I don't
Yeah.
think so. No. Although it had like it's about Simba's daughter. Wait. Why didn't you watch it? Look
Um,
bad or
I don't know. I guess I was just that was also when well, that was like a straight to DVD thing, right?
yeah, but
Yeah.
so was Lion King 1.5. That's why I'm kind of
Right,
confused.
but then I never saw that one until much later.
Oh, okay. All right, so it basically it doesn't live up to the premise of the title. Simba's Pride is about, that's all his women lions, the big family, the patriarchy, right?
Yeah.
Now he's in Mufasa's role. Did I call him Mustafar or something like that earlier? Mufasa.
Mustafa, I think you
Yeah,
called
Mustafa, that's what I said. Damn it. I was like,
him.
why did that sound weird? So I wanted to watch that. I wanted to see him in the Mufasa role and dealing with all the stuff his dad had to deal with, almost like Godfather Part Two. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It wasn't like that at all. It just followed his daughter who yearns to do something else. So Simba's relegated to like the Mufasa role where he's kind of there but not. It's mostly about the daughter. And it's a similar storyline kind of. I mean, there's Scar's child is the same age, and then they form a forbidden friendship. So
Oh.
yeah, it just wasn't as good. I don't know.
How did
It's
Scar have a child?
right? Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
There was a key party on on Pride Rock. All right, we're gonna go for my pile here. Okay, so this is a one-word title. Starts with a T.
Titanic.
No,
Uh,
oh my gosh, I kind of want to just click on it.
Trolls.
No, it has iced tea.
Ice T.
There's more. Ice Cube
Okay. All right. Hmm.
and Ice Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton, Ice T, and Ice Cube, huh?
Yeah. I feel like I'm cheating if I click on the movie, but I kind of want to because I remember liking this. 92.
Would have to be.
I
Man, I
don't
don't
know, man.
know.
They're both still making movies. Oh wait, Bill Paxton. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize.
Yeah. Um,
R.I.P.
yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna know this.
Okay, it's called Trespass.
Nope, don't know it.
Now, I said I like this, but yet I can't remember anything.
All right. Well, I think that um it is
So
takes
far,
place.
you're all right.
I think it takes place in one of those don't tread on me neighborhoods. And um Ice Cube has a sign on this yard that says no trespassing. Wait, did I just say Ice Cube or Ice Tea? Well, anyway, the other one ignores it and starts off like a neighbor war, and Bill Paxton gets caught in the middle.
Playing the fence.
Bill Paxton as the fence. Yep.
Damn it. I barely remember what it's about. I think it's like has to do with this crime stuff that's going on. I'm not even sure who's the bad guy. I don't think either Ice-T or Ice Cube are, or Bill Paxton. And
Like
there's
the
a
fourth yet to be named bad guy.
yeah. I don't know. I just remember there's some cool shootout stuff, but like maybe I only watched this once, you know? I remember enjoying it, but damn it, like barely anything's coming up. But I wouldn't mind going back and watching this because that's how much I'm like, oh, I remember when I was a child. I was like, that's cool. More guns, you know? Yeah, and I don't know if either actor, Ice Cube or Ice T, rap at all. I think they were both like, I'm a serious actor now. And the other guy's like, fuck that. I am. Yeah.
Man, why do guns have to be so cool though?
I don't know. Get enough of them around firing all at once, get really bored, and then fall asleep. All right. You know what? New movie. How about that?
All right.
We'll just wait for Dave so we can do the Lauer lightning round. Then we'll get
That's what
out of here.
I mean, that's what the audience is waiting for.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I don't know if you'll know this one or not. It's one word, starts with D as in dilemma.
One word
Um,
starts with D. Okay.
Although it feels more like two words than one word, if we're being
Daylight.
honest. No, but you know that kind of compound word idea, yeah. Um, oh, I'd say it's about 15 years old. Um,
Who? Anyone in it that I might know?
I don't think so. Um, it's like a very small cast, very indie movie, very weird movie. Um,
Oh man,
it's made by a Greek director who
Greek.
has gone on to be very well known and um, very celebrated in the most recent Oscars, I would say.
Oh my
Yorgos
gosh.
Lanthimos, you know that guy?
Not the most.
All right. The film is called Dogtooth.
Dog
Or,
tooth.
yeah, so he's the guy who directed Poor Things.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dog tooth. Shit. I might have heard about this, especially when they were talking about poor things, but I don't know. Let's go weird with it. Boy. starts growing a dog tooth in his mouth, and people pick on him for it. He's like, "There's only so much of this I can take." And then he bites someone's ankle. That's my idea for dog tooth. Although we might be able to ask Dave and make him
Ooh,
guess, assuming his connection is good enough. But we got five movies or four movies for the lightning round.
yeah, everybody's favorite segment.
Dave, what's
Hey
up?
guys,
We
not
have
much.
we have one question for you. I mean, a second one now. Have you seen the movie Dogtooth?
No.
All right.
All right.
That answers that question.
Well, I'm asked to come up with a plot. So, do you have a plot idea? What could Dogtooth be about?
Um, I mean, I feel like it might be like an unsolved mystery kind of crime thing. Um, and the they discover a dog tooth and they need to figure out where it came from, how it got there. It's a critical piece of evidence,
Oh my
perhaps. I don't
gosh.
know.
Not
Investigated
bad.
by the Canine Unit. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, so this movie takes place with like this family who like lives in this it seems like they're in like this suburban area, but the the parents have been like lying to their kids their whole lives and they're like terrified to leave the property. Like they think something's horrible is going to happen to them. Um and like every time like there's like a new word they haven't come in contact with, if it's like something that the parents don't want them to know or think about, they just make up some bogus meaning for it or whatever. And like it's weirder and funnier than I'm making it
Oh,
sound,
okay.
but
Oh my God.
it is like very uneasy at the same time. Um but like there's just all kinds of stuff that you're just kind of like trying to figure out what's happening. Like they bring in like a sex worker for like the oldest son to have sex with, and there's just no explanation of why they're doing that. But the movie kind of like goes off the rails, like when one of the younger daughters has gets a VHS tape from the sex worker they brought in, and then she starts to actually like experience like movies and stuff and starts to know more about like what's going on outside of their tiny little world. Um, but yeah, it's a really weird movie, but I would I would recommend it. It it's very interesting to watch and think about. But
I wonder if that's distinctly Greek, because there's a Greek director, whoever is he did Poor Things apparently. Yeah.
yeah,
Which I haven't seen, but yeah.
and he
That
also
sounds
did
really weird.
The Favorite, which was like what is it, Victorian era maybe,
Mhm.
British thing. But
Ugh, I hate those stuffy period movies. I do
well,
not care for
it's
them.
not one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
it's a
cool.
period movie, but it's not in any way stuffy, I would say.
Yeah, that's true because Amadeus is not stuffy and it should be, but it's not.
Yeah.
Wow. So, yeah, sounds very weird, but yeah, I might check it out. Sounds like it, like at first I'm like, oh God, it sounds like one of those true crime shows. The children were kept in
Yeah.
basements and shit like that. Ugh. All right. Well, anything else? Should we do the Lauer lightning round?
Yes.
Close up shop. Okay, Dave. Have you seen the movie Munich?
No.
All right.
Yes, the
Moving
capital of
on.
Germany, right? Or the Berlin. I don't know.
Ever
Yeah,
hear
Munich is also in Germany. That's right.
ever hear about it?
No, I know
Uh,
nothing of it.
oh my gosh. Okay. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the Disney movie.
Yeah, I remember that movie. That movie was really good. I
Oh my
enjoyed it.
gosh.
I remember watching it in theaters, and my mom was like distinctly upset over this movie.
Mm.
She was like, "These Disney characters, their waists keep getting smaller and their busts keep getting bigger." She was super offended by what was it, Esmeralda?
Esmeralda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. 10-year-old me seemed to like her, but I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow.
But it was really good. And upon it was one of the Disney movies that I didn't own as a kid. So I didn't like rewatch it a bunch of times like other ones. But like rewatching as an adult, like I thought it was great. I think it's super underrated. It kind of gets, Lion King and Aladdin and Little Mermaid, they kind of get all the street cred, but Hunchback of Notre Dame was a great movie.
Oh shit. All right. What do you think about The Lion King?
Oh, is that next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I love The Lion King. It's one of my favorites. And it's like it's so big and it's so successful that it also garners like a lot of like weird like internet hate for like
Oh,
plot
really?
holes. And yeah, like it kind of does when people like nitpick it and they're like, oh, this movie blah blah blah, like this doesn't make sense, like this plot hole here. And it's just like I think it's phenomenal. Obviously, like the music in the movie is absolutely incredible. Like the talent of like having like James Earl Jones, like some of the voice actors are just incredible. Jonathan Taylor Thomas, he was a big deal at the time. Even Matthew Broderick, he was a well-known actor. Uh, but like Scar and Jeremy Irons, like that character is incredible. And it has like Timon and Pumbaa, like the side characters are phenomenal. Zazu,
Yeah.
who is Zazu?
Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean.
Yeah, yeah,
So
he was
awesome.
phenomenal. And Hans Zimmer does one of the songs in it,
Oh,
Whoa, just one of the songs?
at least one of the songs.
I didn't know they worked like that sometimes.
Yeah, because there was
Wow.
Elton John did a song, and then
Yeah.
Hans Zimmer did a song.
Wow. That's cool.
I'm just trying
Uh,
to think what are the plot holes? Like, if there was a lion that close to a zebra, he would be murdering and consuming that zebra.
I think the plot holes are uh because like Simba runs away basically. Like when his tribe needed him the most, Simba just ran away. And he basically became like a stoner out in the woods, hanging out with Timon and Pumbaa. Like his whole tribe is like starving to death and they're under this tyrant Scar. And Simba's like, man, I could like get revenge for my dad, but I'm just gonna fucking chill out here for my teenage years, and then maybe I'll decide to come back later. And like Rafiki had to like, hey, wake up, you asshole. But I mean, I don't. Maybe that's not a plot hole, but it's just like Simba, like get your shit together, like go back over there, help out.
well, Simba thought he killed Mufasa. He didn't think Scar had anything to do with it. I mean, he didn't think ever, I guess, like, why were you out there? You know, like,
Yeah,
Scar, why are you here? You just showed up, right?
he
Wow. Yeah, there are some
little
plot
kid
holes.
logic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like when
and
he
like,
becomes
isn't Nala
adult,
his sister too, or at least a
oh my
cousin?
gosh, in terms of lions and shit, right? Like Mufasa is the father of all of them, right?
Yeah,
My
it's a little
gosh.
incestuous.
Gross.
Ugh. And the women are very underwritten. Like, can you remember any of Nala's lines or anything like that? And then Mufasa's wife is kept in the lion kitchen the whole time.
But she
Uh,
did come back and she like got into a fight with him at the end, and she was kind of badass there. She did have her moment of shine.
it's true. Yeah. All right. And then have you heard of the movie Trespass?
No, never.
And that's the show, everybody.
All
Like, subscribe,
right.
comment. This was my movie recollection with Vincent Cloud. Go to the website, mymovierecollection.com.
John Nemeth.
And David Lauer.